Welcome to the West Ham Voice. Thank you for joining me. Bringing to you the West Ham headlines from 6foot2.co.uk. If you've yet to become a member of that website, do go on there, 6foot2.co.uk, and become a member. It's free membership. Of course, we bring you all the latest stories and headlines related to West Ham United. Today, I'll be bringing to you the latest headlines here on Wednesday, the 21st of September. On the website, we've got our exclusive news channel, all the sort of stories that are brought to you exclusively by the writers of 6foot2.co.uk. There's also a Now News section, which brings together all the latest stories from around the globe. So all the different websites that you would normally click on individually, you don't have to do that anymore. You can go onto this page and you can find all your stories from all your favorite websites in one area. There's also an area to catch up on the latest podcasts from More Than Just a Podcast, guys. There's also, of course, the video section, Claret and Booze, as well as this channel, West Ham Voice. You can click on all the latest videos on there. And of course, Nigel Khan brings you his unique look at West Ham United, the history of West Ham. There's some really good articles in there, and he does often link them to the games that we play. You could see there about, being linked to the game against Chelsea recently and Silkeborg and so on. That's definitely worth a look at as well. You can express your own opinions on any of the stories that are on there. And also, if you become a member, you can write your own members post and they will get put up there. So anything that you want to say about West Ham United, you can do so by going on the members post. So, what do we bring you today? Well, it's an international week, of course, and a host of senior international fixtures are coming up ahead of the World Cup in Qatar later this year. And we've got around about 11 West Ham United players on international duty. Jared Bowen, of course, who made his international debut for England last June, is back in Gareth Southgate's squad, along with West Ham captain Declan Rice. We've got Lucas Paquetá will be hoping to add to his 33 Brazil caps. And we've also got Vladimir Soufal and Thomas Souček. Thomas Souček will be playing for the Czech Republic. And of course, dear old Mikel Antonio is going to be back in action for Jamaica as well. And we've also got Maxwell Cornet has been called up to the Ivory Coast squad as well. We've got Gianluca Scamacca and Emerson Palmieri will be part of the Italy squad. And we've also got Thilo Kehrer as well as Alphonse Areola playing for Germany and France, respectively. Also set for UEFA Nations League action this month. And of course, we've got a number of academy players who do on international duty as well. Connor Coventry and Mipo Odebeko will represent the Republic of Ireland under-21 squad, where they play the under-21 games playoff match against Israel on the 23rd and the 27th, respectively. We've got Christian Heggie, a really good young under-21 goalkeeper, will be playing for Hungary against Bulgaria and Lithuania. And Divine Mbama has been called in to the England under-19 squad for the first time. He's done really well for the under-18 squad, so he's hoping to improve on that by siding up with the under-19s. And Callum Marshall, Michael Forbes, Patrick Kelly are all going to be in the Northern Ireland under-19 squad, along with Josh Briggs, who's going to be in the Northern Ireland under-17 squad. So we've got a good array of senior players and youngsters on international duty, which is fantastic. Let's get on to some particular stories. A lot's been made of Declan Rice, given the day off on Tuesday from England training because of concerns, as it was written, over his work schedule. However, to put this in context, he was one of 3 England players who was given time off. Along with Declan, Jordan Henderson and Jude Bellingham were also given time off as well. Rice spoke of about his club form going into the internationals with England, and he admitted that there have been other times when he's been called into the England squad where he's not been on form. However, when talking to TalkSport, he said that by pulling on the England shirts has helped him to find his best form again. So let's hope when he comes back to West Ham United, he'll be even better than he has been already so far. There's a little bit of concern about Thilo Kehrer with the German squad. Apparently, there's a breakout of COVID in the squad with Manuel Neuer and Leon Goretzka testing positive. This would be of some concern to West Ham because if Kehrer did pick up COVID whilst on international duty, he could come back and he could, if he does prove positive, that means he'll be out of a number of games for West Ham United. Now, look, although there's no longer an isolation period in the UK, if Kehrer was to prove positive, there would be concern about him spreading COVID to other players. So he might have to be isolated. So we'll listen out a bit more for that. Now, the two players, Neuer and Goretzka, have been isolated from the rest of the German squad. So they've sort of reduced the chance of other players catching COVID. Gianluca Scamacca, he's spoken to the Italian newspapers about his first few months at West Ham United. The Italian international said the acclimatization is going well. The group is a quiet group. That's interesting. A quiet group at West Ham, but it's helpful. It's very easy to get along with people. I'm getting by. I'm also starting to study to speak more perfect English, but I'm hoping to make myself more understood. Look, it's great to see that Scamacca is feeling good about his time at West Ham United so far. Now all that Moyes has to do is start letting him play a few more Premier League games. Right, what else do we have? Yacine Bounou. Look, he's a Moroccan international goalkeeper. With Lucas Fabianski potentially being in the last year of his West Ham contract, it's rumoured that West Ham are already looking for a replacement for him. According to newspapers, 31-year-old Sevilla goalie Yacine Bounou is on the radar for both West Ham United and Leeds United. He's only been at the Spanish club for one season, but his performances so far are already attracting a lot of interest in the Premier League. Despite the Moroccan's international contract being in place until 2024, there's a possibility that West Ham think that they can prize him from the Spanish club to join West Ham at the end of this season. Despite reporting a few weeks ago that there's an apparent interest in Israeli-born Ukrainian international winger Viktor Tsygankov, fresh reports in several social media columns have resurfaced today that Moyes is looking to sign the player in the January transfer window. Tsygankov has 71 league goals in just 144 league games for Dynamo Kiev, just shy of a goal every 2 games. However, with Moyes struggling to include other wingers that are already in the club, like Maxwell Cornet, for example, into the starting lineup, one wonders how much depth there is into this current story. And next up, West Ham United's main sponsors, Betway, have been fined £400,000 for marketing on children's websites. The Gambling Commission found that between the 14th of April 2020 and the 6th of November 2021, the operator's gambling logo, which links it to its website, was displayed on a web page offering the opportunity to print a teddy bear for children to colour in. Inquiries by the watchdog also revealed a logo with a link to the operator's webpage again featured on the Young Hammers at Home webpage between the 24th of October 2021 and the 15th of November 2021. A spokesman for Betway said, on this occasion, the Betway logo, owing to a technical error, appeared on restricted sections of West Ham United website. As soon as we were made aware of this, we took immediate action to get it removed. Nonetheless, we accept the fine and will continue to work closely with the club to ensure that this does not happen again. The news comes as the betting industry gears up for the landmark review of the Gambling Act 2005, which was initially expected to happen in the spring, but has been delayed on a number of occasions. The review could propose that there be a removal of all betting advertising and all betting marketing from all sports, which could see the end of West Ham United's £10 million a year association with Betway, which the current contract ends in 2025. So a lot of people already don't think there should be betting companies on the shirts of footballers, etc. This might be the next nail in the coffin for them. Right, that's it. Thank you for joining me. Short but brief. We'll bring you more news headlines on Thursday, the 22nd of September. So do look out for that. Like I said, if you've yet to become a member of 6foot2.co.uk, go to that website and become a member. You don't have to become a member. You can read on all the stories free of charge anyway, but membership is free anyway. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you on Thursday for more news.